Let's bring in Rebecca Grant, national security and military analyst and international relations expert. Thank you so much for giving us your time here as we get right on the cusp of the Christmas holiday. This sounds like potentially some major announcements coming this afternoon. The Secretary of War, Navy officials, the president making an announcement. Your thoughts on what we can expect later on this afternoon, possibly?
Yes, well, just on the Navy side, there is a lot going on as we seek to revive U.S. shipbuilding. You know, we're waiting for an announcement of a new Navy fighter plane as well. Don't know what they'll have to say. And then, of course, our Navy is pretty active right now chasing this, we believe to be the Bella, the tanker that has a bad history and is doing about 10 knots, thinking she's going to get away from U.S. assets in the region. So really all eyes on our seas in the Western Hemisphere.
Yeah, this is the latest slow chase of an oil tanker. Apparently, this one doesn't have oil actually on it, but it has been known to make these trips back and forth. This one Iranian linked. And two other tankers also seized. There are judicial orders related to the seizures that have happened, sanctions in place. Your thoughts on this effort, what it means for Venezuela and also for Cuba, which could be vastly impacted?
Yes. Well, there's no question. To me, it's very clear Trump is going after Maduro's money machine, whether that's the drugs or the oil. Also, the worldwide shadow fleet. You know who else runs a shadow fleet? Vladimir Putin. He's got 500 or 600 vessels, and he's seeing this and knowing, wow, they can go after me as well. But the top priority, of course, is Western Hemisphere and making sure that Venezuela has a chance, I think, at a better future and can't continue to spread the chaos and mayhem into the United States. That is Trump's #1 priority in this tanker chase.
One of the big focuses, it seems, that this administration is shifting a lot of focus on our hemisphere, on the Western Hemisphere, but also the influence on this area of the Western Hemisphere is coming from Russia, from China, from Iran, from Cuba, of course, which really stands to suffer under what's occurring right now. Your thoughts on just this overall effort, how it's being perceived around the rest of the world?
Well, that's exactly right. And we know that Russia and Venezuela have been buddies for a long time. And don't forget, the really #1 and only customer for most of this oil is China, which has made terrible inroads in our hemisphere. And yes, there is an impact on Cuba, but I think you see it in the national security strategy priority from President Trump, Secretary Rubio, to finally return American interests and leadership in the Western Hemisphere. We don't want outside influences or narco cartels or communist leadership to have as much sway in the hemisphere as they do now. We need to rebuild our relationships in this hemisphere, too.
Venezuela, of course, is not happy about this, and they've threatened to take things to the United Nations, which has a meeting essentially scheduled on Tuesday to talk about this, and other countries as well, trying to protect their interests. America pushing back against President Trump, pushing back on what he argues has been lost, our investments in that area of the world as well. What role will the UN play? Do they really have any power?
Oh my gosh, you know, the world pretty much agrees Maduro did not win that last election and his leadership is illegitimate. And what's going on is the closure of the sea lanes, the closure of Venezuela's airspace, so you can't be flying gold and cash out. U.S. pressure is the #1 factor here right now.
You know, I want to shift gears just a little bit over to the Middle East, as we spent a lot of time talking about what's happening here right under our country and in our hemisphere. This is Senator Lindsey Graham, and he's talking about the efforts to disarm Hamas and that they're not going very well. Take a listen.
Do you believe Hamas is ready to disarm?
Absolutely not. Hamas is not disarming, they're rearming. Hamas is not abandoning power, they're consolidating power. That's what the military intelligence people in Israel told me. That's what the IDF told me. That's what our own people told me.
Meanwhile, there are these great hopes to rebuild in that area, and some of those plans had leaked to bring the Gaza Strip back into an area where people can live and thrive. Your thoughts on what the senator is saying?
Well, Senator Graham is right. And remember, the key here after the Gaza ceasefire was to start disarming Hamas. We all knew this would be a problem, and they'd try to stick around and rearm. But we need that stabilization/policing force. It is time for Qatar, Egypt, Turkey, Indonesia has offered to send troops as well. It's time to step up and get that international stabilization force into Gaza. You know, Molly, it may take some U.S. leadership on the command and control side. We know we still have the assets in Central Command to do that if necessary, but we've got to see that force come in so that Hamas cannot reconstitute.
Yeah, Rebecca Grant, thank you very much for sharing your expertise with us this Christmas week. We appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.